Do you feel guilty when you say no to somebody, and taking care of yourself and saying no to somebody is selfish? Odds are, if you think that, you're a people pleaser. We therapists don't say no either. We're taught to placate. So how do you say no? Do you really feel like it's your kind of job to make everybody around you, particularly the people you care about, happy, and taking care of yourself and saying no to somebody is selfish? Odds are, if you think that, in your family, you were some stripe of caretaker. You had at least one, if not more, family members that you up-regulated. That means that there's a really good possibility that one or both of your parents needed regulation, which means that they were somehow more involved with what was going on with them than what was going on with you, their child. They're supposed to be giving energy to you, not you giving energy to them. But if you're a caretaker, you've learned that it's in your interests to keep happy and stable and proud of you, whatever the flavor is. One or both volatile parents or parents who are using your achievements to feel good about themselves, or surrogate spouses, God forbid, or you're the little family therapist or the confidant or God knows what. You're a people pleaser. And that means that no feels to you like it's cruel, like it's selfish. I'm not saying that either or both of your parents were narcissistic, but I will say this. Do you know what a narcissistic person will call you when you actually stand up for your own self-care and separate from them and have your own wants and needs that are different from what they want and need from you? You know what you get called? Guess what? Selfish. If you're raised by a selfish parent and you don't tend to their needs, you get called selfish. And you think that standing up for yourself in all sorts of ways is selfish. Traditionally, under patriarchy, women in our culture are taught as part of the traditional female role that not serving others is selfish. Serving others is what you do. But serving others / resent the hell out of it. We're after a bigger game these days. And when I say that leading men, women, and non-binary folks into intimacy is synonymous with leading them beyond patriarchy, this is a good example, because in the patriarchal binary, feminine, masculine, whoever's on the feminine side, it could be whatever body. You could have a role reversal. You could be one down enabler, regulator to, as a man, to a one up, demanding, angry, love, a one up, boundaryless, love addict woman. So there are role reversals. There are lots of variations, but whoever is on the one down, quote unquote, feminine side of the binary will have a deep impulse to up-regulate and stabilize the disowned fragility of whoever is on the masculine side. This is the third ring of psychological patriarchy. We call it the core collusion. The one down up-regulates the one up, even while being hurt by them. Do you stand up for yourself and say no? Not if you know what's good for you. And that's true in your childhood, and it's true for the culture. It's true for therapy. Therapy protects the grandiose, offensive partner. That's why RLT is so striking to so many people, because partner B has dragged partner A, often at no small cost, to a therapist to lay out the ways in which they're irresponsible or insufferable or shut down or abusive. And the therapist throws partner A under the bus. We don't lean in and confront the one up, grandiose one. We therapists don't say no either. We're taught to placate. You don't tell truth to power. You don't set limits with the one-up grandiose one. Well, in RLT we do, but you have to learn how. So how do you say no? Well, here's the revolution. And I'm not saying it's going to work, but here's your best shot. Here's how you say no with love. Like I said, that's a revolution. Now, let me cut right to the bottom taste, because some of you will be thinking, oh, I'm going to try it. Look, if you try what I say and it doesn't work, if saying no to your partner is just not a good idea, you are not in a good relationship. As my dear Carol Gilligan said, there's no voice without relationship. There's no relationship without voice. Your relationship needs both partners to be able to tell the truth and say no. I talked about this in my audiobook, Fierce Intimacy. We need to take each other on and tell each other the truth. If your partner cannot handle that, chooses to not handle that, that's a kick out that you need help with them. And go to My Vote is an RLT therapist and get an ally and see if the two of you can get through to the one-up partner. But let's say it's not that bad. Let's say it's you. Well, a lot of people move from over-accommodation to Katie, bar the door, I'm not going to do a goddamn thing for you. From disempowerment to what I call individual empowerment. I was weak, now I'm strong, go screw yourself. I found my voice. No, 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 no. I'm not doing a goddamn thing for you. I'm sick of you. Well, okay. I mean, our individualistic patriarchal culture, including the culture of psychotherapy, will cheer you on. And you move from disempowerment to individual empowerment. I was weak. Now I'm strong. No, I'm not going to have sex with you. I'm not going to go out with you. I'm not going to listen to you talk about your work anymore. I'm not going to. Yeah, okay. That's no, it's standing up for yourself. I don't know that it's particularly relationally skilled or good for your relationship. How about this? No, honey. How about changing the energy? Gee, I'd love to, but no. And if you're going to say no in a healthy relationship, no is a form of distance taking. And that falls under the subset of what I call responsible distance taking. Most people are provocative. I'm taking it, be damned. No, I'm taking distance. Here's why. Here is the breach. Here's my alternative. Do you want to play tennis? No, my shoulder's been hurting, but I will go for a walk. Do you want to talk about Tommy? No, I'm dog tired. Let's get a good night's sleep, but we'll talk over breakfast. Here's no, here's why, here's the yes. That's a responsible no. Provocative no is just no. See ya. And provocative no's get you taste. Responsible no's empower your partner to give you the space you're asking for. It's more competent. No is not selfish. I mean, it could be immoderate. I won't give you a blanket, but by and large, standing up for yourself in a reasonable way is good for the relationship. When you say yes, but you mean no, the underbelly of that is resentment, and that leaks out sideways and poisons the relationship. Remember, our relationships are our biospheres. We breathe them. We're not above them. We're not below them. We're in them. And our biospheres need our self-care. It's in the interest of my relationship to say no to you in a reasonable way, take care of myself in a reasonable way, get your support, hopefully, to do that. And because, it's going to come back around, and I'll support you taking care of yourself. A lot of caretakers, a lot of traditional women feel that saying no is bad for the biosphere. It may shake things up, but go ahead and shake things up. We'll talk about how to do that and how to deal with the consequences of that in future talks. If you found this helpful, stay tuned. Subscribe to this channel. There's lots more where this came from. Thank you very much.